بینده های عزیز سلام، آرزو دارم صحت سلامت باشین. ما داوود صدیقی هستم و امروز با یک برنامه متفاوت و یک خبر خوش پیش شما آمدیم. دوستا، یک مؤسسه مقیم امریکا، البته یک مؤسسه افغان امریکایی، میخواد که برای افغانا اسکالرشپ بده، افغانایی که میخوان در امریکا تحصیلات عالی خود پیش ببرن. و امروز ما با رئیس مؤسسه آقای عمر عزیز در برنامه هستم. عمر عزیز، بسیار زیاد تشکر که به برنامه آمدی و سلام و احترام به شما.
سلام به شما و سلام به همگی.
عمر عزیز از من خواهش کرد، گفت که اینا خود نسل دوم افغانای مقیم امریکا هستن. گفتن اگر من به انگلیسی صحبت کنم راحت‌تر میباشم که معلومات بهتر به بیننده بدم. من گفتم کاملا راحت هستین. Thank you so much for coming to my first ever show of Kabul taxi.
Oh, what an honor. I'm so excited to be the first one to be in front of this amazingly beautiful car and studio now.
Thank you so much. Okay, give me some information about your organization.
Yeah, so our organization is AACO, the Afghan American Community Organization. So we started off as the Afghan American Conference 10 years ago. And so now we have transformed into a nonprofit, and so we've been around 10 years. Our main focus is around 4 areas. So one, we do community building. We bring the community together. We have programs and events that talk about issues impacting our community. We are focused on education and academic professional development. We are also supporting access and advocacy. So we help support legal education and outreach efforts. And then lastly, we make sure to have that connection to Afghanistan. So we support hospitals in Afghanistan. We do some humanitarian work where we are donating and supporting hospitals and surgeons to help the people of Afghanistan.
I know everyone is so excited to hear about these scholarships. Give me some information about the scholarships, and also I think it's not the first time.
Yeah. So the scholarship started in 2018. And so far we've given out over $300,000 in scholarships now over the last 7 years. And it's all funded by donors, by other Afghans who are committed to and supporting the Afghan Americans here in the US. And so we have 2 scholarships. One is called the AACO scholarship, and one is the Sophia and Sabrina scholarship. The Sophia and Sabrina scholarship is specifically for women, for Afghan women, and but people can apply to both. And so those, and it was named after our founders who helped start this whole program.
Very good. There are 2 scholarships you offered this year.
Yeah.
Okay. How people can qualify for these scholarships?
So you have to be a college student. You can either be an undergraduate student or a graduate student. You must be enrolled in the fall 2025. So you have to show and prove that you are enrolled in an institution in the United States. So you have to be here in the US. Unfortunately, we can't support people from Afghanistan who want to come here to study. This is for people who are currently in the US, who are going to be a student this fall. And we're looking for 2 things. One, your academic and educational performance, and how you are going to use that to give back to the community. And so we want to make sure people are giving back to the community and really use their education to help empower Afghan Americans. And the other thing is we do look for financial need. So we do ask people when they are submitting their application to share what kind of financial burdens they have, and if they, and how this funding, how the scholarship can help support and offset some of the challenges they have financially.
Financial is easy. Anyone can maybe prove it. But the other part, that they need to come up with a plan, they need to come up with some kind of proposal, how they can prove that they want to give back to the community?
That's a very good question. I think it depends on the person. We want to see, what have you done? What are the things you have done? How have you given back so far? And what are you plan to do in the future? And so, our questions specifically ask those items. So you tell us, okay, I was very involved with my Afghan student club in high school, and I was the president, and we helped create or helped support, a big charity function or gave back to Afghanistan. And now when I become a doctor, I want to support healthcare in Afghanistan. I want to go back and help provide training for other doctors in Afghanistan. Or maybe you're an artist and maybe you want to create a TV show or something similar where you want to give or provide a platform for other Afghan Americans. Whatever you choose to do, it's up to the individual. And so, everyone has a way to give back to the community, and we want to see, how do you plan to do it? How will your education support you in doing that? And how will the scholarship help you achieve that?
Very nice. Now, those college students that see my show, or parents especially, if you see, just listen to this interview carefully and see the information during this show, and apply and go to the websites and follow the Afghan American Community Organization and different platforms to find out their activities. Okay, I want to know more about the activities you did in the past 10 years. It's a long time. Some of achievements, or how your organization helped Afghan community in America.
I think the biggest thing that we try to do is provide a platform and a forum for others to come together. So the biggest impact that we've had is the Afghan American Conference. We've had over 3,000 Afghan Americans attend this conference and be there, and to explain it for people, it's hard to explain if you haven't been there, but it's every year, it's 3 days. We have over 90 to 100 different speakers at this conference. We have over 50 different workshops and panels and sessions that people can attend, a full 3 days of programming. And we talk about the issues that are impacting our community. We help connect with your culture. So we have sessions ranging from how to cook Afghan food in a more healthy way, how to talk to your parents, how to build a relationship with them. We have sessions, and then we have more challenging sessions, like sessions around what is it like to have a family member who struggles with addiction, sessions on how to, what is it like to have a family member, or myself, if you struggle with mental health. These are kinds of things that oftentimes we don't talk about as Afghan Americans, and these are challenges that we're facing, and we need to have a space to talk about it. And so we try to provide this as like a safe space for people to have those conversations, and then think about, what do we do next, right? And so one of the amazing things about this conference is that, out of this conference, other groups form, other organizations form. It's not on us to fix everything for the Afghan community. We want to support other orgs and other people to do the work. So you've seen, I helped start like a podcast called the Samovar Network that was going on for a few years. You see other organizations that are activist organizations that have come out of this conference. So it's a way for people to come together and then build outside of that.
Omar John, I promised my viewers that I will try my best to find ways that how we can improve life of Afghan people in America, because we see our community, we are struggling in different areas, especially some young Afghans. They came to America, they just do basic jobs. We know America is land of opportunity. There's lots of opportunities. I promised them that I will go knock the doors, find people, and give the information to them to build a good future. How your organization can help in this regard?
Yeah, so one of the things that we do and we try to support is again that education and professional development. So we have a network, a listserv. We have LinkedIn groups where we bring people together and help them connect. So one of the things that we have is called AA Connect, which is a listserv of over 2,000 Afghans who will post job openings and say like, hey, we have this opening at my company. If anyone's interested in applying, please let me know. We provide workshops and seminars for people to attend. How to build my resume. We actually led a workshop, because we knew you have to write an essay for the scholarship. We actually did a workshop on how to write an essay for scholarships, how to talk about yourself, how to talk about the work that you've done. And it's on our YouTube page for people to see and to view. And this is led by other Afghans, a doctor, someone who's a doctor at UCLA, a very accomplished doctor who also teaches people how to write and all these things. So we have so many accomplished Afghans supporting each other. And so we try to bring those people into the community and help them, connect them with other Afghans so that they can help accomplish and grow in their careers and their fields.
As a second generation Afghan, I want to ask you for advice for those who want to find a good future for themselves, educate and learn something? What's your advice?
You know, one of the things I want to say is don't be so hard on yourself also. You know, I think of that, my own family, my father, you know, he started off delivering pizzas and then ended up getting an education and was able to get into other jobs in other fields. But really, the sacrifices that the parents made, I'm the one that really benefited from them. The children are the ones that are going to see the benefits from it. I was able to go into a field like education. You know, I'm able to do things and follow my passion and my interests. And so I think for the community that's here that have recently arrived, especially, you might not see the fruits until your children grow up. And then they're going to be the ones that are really going to benefit from what you've done and the sacrifices that you have made. Your children are really going to see that. And so I think, you know, find a field, find something that you're interested in, that you're passionate about, but also realize, like, it's hard. It's so hard here. You know, what the immigrants faced 20 years ago, 30 years ago, the challenges that the people now are facing are much harder. And so, you know, you really have to find something that you're passionate about, that you know, but also know that, you know, you said in your video, you know, driving a taxi is an honorable income, is still an honorable income if you can provide for your family and do that. And that's true because, again, your children are the one that's are really gonna benefit and be able to do so much because you made that sacrifice. But I really want to honor and acknowledge and really say I'm so proud of our community and what they've been able to do, and for people like you to help them and to help them grow and pursue and do more and do better.
عمر عزیز، یک دنیا تشکر.
خواهش میکنم.
با امید دیدارهای بعدی.
تشکر.
بیننده عزیزی بود برنامه امروز ما. امید است که چیزای شما از این گرفته باشین و انشالله به این سلسله برنامه ها ادامه میتیم. تشکر از اینکه با ما همراه بودین تا حال.